Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a Harmonic Patterns trading tutorial, but with a difference, because you don't have to do all the working out with our Auto Harmonic Pattern software. This is a trading view version. It's available for quite a few other platforms, and this is the 4-hour time frame on European Japanese yen. One of my favorite time frames really for harmonic patterns, because when they form on this time frame they're very powerful. But one of the things we really look for is actually for this D pivot, which is here at the moment. I'm going to play it forward in a minute, to complete in our automated completion zone. This little zone up here, you only just see it from here to here. So what we do is look at overlaps of fib extensions, fib retracements, that sort of thing during that first move of this Gartley pattern, which it's already labeled. From the start of the pattern to A to B to C, what we look for is a really hot zone for this D pivot to complete. If it does, we're looking for a resulting bearish trade in this case, because everything's coloured in red, so we're looking for a bearish trade. So it does that for you as well. So let's play this forward. What we're looking for, remember, is this D pivot to complete and start to move away in that automated completion zone. So we're not interested until that happens. There. Okay, so we have a completion zone completed into this point here. Now I've got this line up down here. This is my entry. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But one of the things we look for as well, I've got the manager here. It's a different indicator. It's used for trade management, but also if we put it on aggressive, we can use it to help us with trade entry. So you see the ribbon actually is 4 candles in advance. So now let's tell the story. We've had the D pivot complete in the automated completion zone. The following 4-hour candle has rejected those lows for now. So we've got a pretty good starting point if the ribbon turns red. So let's play this forward. Okay, so at this point here we can see the ribbon has turned red. So we're basically saying the price action is turning bearish. Okay, it was bullish before in this point. So we're actually looking for a trade coming away from this D pivot short at this point here. Remember, the Harmonic Pattern software has already said it's a Gartley pattern. It's already labeled the ABC. Now it's labeled the D, and the D is completed in the automated completion zone. We must wait for that to happen. If it doesn't happen, you don't take the trade. That's the simple rule. We have moved away. The ribbon's turning red. We've got a pretty sensible strategy here to trade it. Let's play this forward. Okay, turn red there, turn red here again. Still not taking us through that entry right now. Really going red now. We're 2 candles red on this, looking good, looking for the entry. A few more candles, but you can see the ribbon really taking hold as red now. And then finally we get that entry, and it starts to move away. So one of the things we also look for is the D pivot actually just above there is our stop. Okay, very simple. It's not rocket science. And we have our stop. We've already entered here, and we're looking now to manage the trade with this ribbon. When that ribbon turns green, we get out. Simple. Remember, we've used the ribbon red to confirm getting in. D pivot's complete in the automated completion zone for this Gartley pattern. Follow these simple rules. All that calculation for this Gartley pattern is all done for you behind the scenes, keeping the chart clean. Let's play this forward now to manage the trade. Look at this big move here, really good. Actually tries to break this A pivot, fantastic. We're going to have to adjust here. Okay, starts to pull back. On the manager, when we get this pullback initially, we don't panic, because the dots underneath denotes lower than average volume here. Waiting. We don't know if this is going to go there. the ribbon turns green. Time to get out. This trade, pretty good trade here, around about 200 pips. Okay, really great trade. Obviously there's a lot of traders who have been very aggressive, saw these two bullish candles and get out there. So what I'm going to do now is that's a bearish trade. I'm just going to play this forward right to real time now, and I'm going to go back just a little bit for this bullish trade. So this time the harmonic pattern is colored in green. It's a bat pattern. It's labeled it for you. The D pivot has completed in the automated completion zone. Very, very strong probability this is going to go. Remember this green here, if we replay this back to around about this point here, we're waiting for the green, the ribbon to turn green at this point here. So in reality what we're doing is actually looking for an entry above this C pivot here now, because we've got the green to go. Let's just get rid of the playback here, and you can see there the trade is all the way up here until the ribbon turns red. Very, very simple, nice trade. This time we see the A pivot as too much. It's resistance, and in a lot of cases when we've got these complex patterns, these harmonic patterns form, we will see that A pivot in this point here as resistance, formed a double top, came back down, probably trade this short down through this pivot here. That's a different type of strategy, but we do see when that happens, we do get a resulting trade, and that could be your target in reality for there. Now we do have targets on this. I'm going to switch them on to show you on the harmonic patterns. So I can show targets here and show the labels there, and these are fib targets. And as you can see, we've got the 386, 618, and we've got the 100, 127 on 161.8. So these are sensible targets for those trades for these harmonic patterns. And if we go back to that short, we can see here we blew through those, that 168, we blew through this A pivot to come down to this point here. So again, it's a very, very intuitive trading software. We've got great, lot of work behind the scenes, keeps it simple, and some great trading strategies. This is European Japanese yen on the 4 hour. It's just as good for stocks, crypto, and futures. And they're not trades that you would take every day. You know, you may on the 4 hour time frame only get 2 of these trades a month, but they're very, very powerful and a good extra toolbox for you. Check out the links below for the harmonic pattern, auto harmonic patterns for lots of different platforms, and also the manager, which helped me get in and manage that trade.